have a shame automation to stop doom scrolling. Whenever I doom scroll too much, my camera takes a picture of me and automatically sends it to my crush or whoever I choose. I also have an automation that forced me to clean my room. Whenever I open TikTok, my camera would open on time-lapse mode, which starts filming and then I have to put it on my tripod and film myself cleaning, and it's so satisfying to watch later. And when I was coaching people on content creation, I had an automation where every day at 7 p.m. the camera would just open and start recording, so they would have to make a video to post. These aren't even my most unhinged automations. Today I'll be exposing all my automations, saving me time every day. I divided them up into 4 categories. 1, personal reflection, 2, productivity, 3, health, and 4, safety. So for my personal reflections, I basically track my poop every day. Every time I need to go poop, I'll click this button on my home screen, which starts an automation using my iPhone Shortcuts app. But you can do the same thing with Tasker on Android. Basically, when I click this button, because buttons are so fun to press, it will start the bathroom timer on my 24/7 time tracking, and it'll open up my poop tracker on Notion, where I can then press another fun button and log my poop details. I also have another automation for my monthly photo recap. So every day I take a few pictures and I favorite the ones that I like. At the end of the month, it'll go through all my previous photos from the last 30 days and put all the ones that I favorited into an album called 2025 Favorites. So at the end of the month or the end of the year, I can look back on all of my favorite memories via photos and videos. Now, I also have this automation to vibe check myself. Basically, every day around 8 p.m., there is a notification that shows up that allows me to just type down a few details about my day, like how I'm feeling. I can also do voice to text to make it even easier to share my feelings. And then at the end of the week, I can copy paste all of these 1-sentence entries into an AI tool like ChatGPT and ask it to vibe check my thinking patterns for any cognitive distortions or biases. This helps improve my decision-making skills while also keeping an eye on emotions and be more in tune with myself. Also, you don't have to do all of these automations. You can just pick and choose and get inspired by these ideas. Okay, my last personal automation is monthly milestones. So every single month, at the end of the month, it'll automatically open my monthly milestones document on Notion where I can reflect on how my month went. You can also do the same thing for the end of the week or the end of the day. This really helps because I usually ignore calendar reminders. Now for the productivity automations. The one that I use the most and my favorite one is the sleep automation. So I'll just click the sleep and it kind of kickstarts my bedtime routine. First, it opens up my alarms so I can set whatever I need, and then it changes my time tracking to sleep. So I know I immediately need to get into bed. I can't be scrolling on my phone. Lastly, it puts my phone's focus mode into sleep so I don't get bothered with so many notifications. So after I press this sleep button, I'm going right to bed. You can edit this automation to include any nighttime routines. Like if you have a habit tracking app that you need to check off before going to bed, you can do that. If you want to text people good night, you can include that as part of the automation. Okay, the next productivity automation is my habit time. So if every day I want to be checking off my habits, I also have an automation. So in the morning or whenever I click this habit time button, it'll open my habits page on Notion where I can start checking things off. If you use an app, you can make it open the app. Then I have my journal time automation because when I click it, first of all, it sets my time tracking to journal and it opens up my 24/7 time tracking app so I can kind of see where I spent my time that day. Then it opens ChatGPT where I just kind of yap about my day. When you use the voice note function on ChatGPT, you can exit the app and it'll still be recording. So usually I have the automation open up ChatGPT after setting the timer to journal time and go back to the 24/7 time tracking app so I can yap about my day while looking through what I did that day. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT. It basically summarizes the entire transcript, making it all clean with paragraph breaks. So I actually have a keyboard shortcut for this. I put CUJ, and then that has my whole prompt, and I put today's date, and then I start the voice recording and talk about my day. And CUJ just stands for clean up journal. So the entire prompt is like, clean up the journal, don't take anything out, don't summarize, just keep the transcript as is and add paragraph breaks, remove filler words, things like that. And at the end of the week, when I do my weekly reflections, that's when I will copy paste all of my journal entries into my actual journal. And with each day, instead of just the date, I also put a summary of the day in brackets. So I'll be like, hung out with this person today, did this work. And then that way, when I do my weekly reflection, all I have to do is look through that one sentence summary at the very top with the date instead of reading through the entire entry. And when I build on my reflections, so like the weekly reflection, I will summarize a bit of what happened that week and what I did. So that way, at the end of the month, I can just look at what happened, and then at the end of the quarter, I'll look at the monthly stuff, and at the end of the year, I'll look at the quarterly stuff. And at the end of the year, I'm like, wow, I actually accomplished a lot. Okay, the last productivity thing isn't exactly an automation. It's more of a tool that I fell in love with. It's Fixer AI. I wish they sponsored me, but because they didn't, I stopped using them because I didn't want to pay, but it was so helpful. I would only use this if you really hardcore use it for your company or if you're a big email person. But basically, they label your emails for you, like if it's promotional versus like you need to respond right away versus FYI. And the labels are such pretty colors. And then not only that, they also respond to emails for you. So all you have to do is click into the draft, edit a few lines, and press send. It actually reads the context of the previous email threads, so it responds in your voice. But my free trial expired and I didn't use email that much because like if you want to reach me, you either have to spam email me a lot or just like straight up call me, because I'm really bad at responding to messages and emails. You know what? This is like a modern world problem thing, and it's pretty recent that we got email, and people shouldn't expect instantaneous responses from me. So I'm just gonna be like, if you really need a response from me, message me a bunch of times or call me, because otherwise I can't. And I feel like that's the way things used to be, and that's the way it should be. So I kind of like stopped taking email so seriously. So that's why I don't use the app anymore, but check it out if you're interested. I recommended it to a few business owners. Okay, the next section is health. So I have this automation where if I approach my gym is pretty close to my house. So when I walk there, it has a notification that says gym time. So if I'm actually going to that location to the gym, I will press confirm. If I'm just like passing by, then I'll press cancel. Now, when I press confirm, it opens up my gym tracking app. Basically, my gym doesn't have a key or anything, so we use an app. So it'll open up that app and I can press a button to unlock the gym doors. It'll also start my gym timer for my 24/7 time tracking. So as soon as I arrive at the location, all I have to do is press the confirm button. It'll open up all my gym apps, unlock the gym door, and start my gym time tracking. So I don't have to manually go into my time tracking app and manually start the gym time tracking. Now at nighttime, when it's sundown, I have an automation that turns my screen completely red, because that helps with eye strain, and it's like the whole blue light filter thing. I also have a app on my laptop. It's completely free. It's called Flux. So basically, whenever the sun is down, my entire screen turns orange, and that helps with my sleep so much because I'll notice myself getting more tired. But when I turn off the orange filter thing, the blue light is just like stabbing my eyes, and then I'll feel more awake. With my phone, I actually had to turn everything into red in the accessibility filter, but if it looks ugly and I'm still gonna be awake for a few hours after sundown, I'll press the power button 3 times, and then that turns off the accessibility feature for color filters. Okay, the next health thing that I had was reminders to drink water. So I really wanted to hydrate well because I'm marathon training right now and I tend to forget to drink water. So I actually had an an alarm set every single waking hour that I have on the hour, and every time the alarm went off, there would be a notification that popped up where it's like, did you drink water? And if I press yes, it'll lead to my water tracking Notion document where I can add one more cup of water that I drink, and that was based on my daily cup targets. Okay, so that's the health section. The next part is the safety section. So sometimes I will need to drive, but then I forget to change my 24/7 time tracking to be drive. I don't want to like touch my phone while I'm driving, so I'll just say, hey Siri, drive time. And what that does is it'll change my 24/7 time tracking to drive instead of whatever activity I was doing. And then it'll put my phone on do not disturb mode if not already. And that basically just stops me from getting distracted with notifications while I'm driving. The next thing that I have for safety is if somebody steals my phone or if I'm lost. So I actually am part of the Apple ecosystem now. So I have an Apple Watch and a MacBook, and so there's these focus modes, and I created a focus mode for lost. So if my phone is gone and I don't know where it is, I will actually turn the focus mode on my MacBook or my watch to be lost. There's so much in this automation, but I'm just gonna start listing the most important ones. First of all, it'll turn on low battery mode. It will turn the screen dark. Anybody who takes my phone and looks at it will just get a really dark screen that they can't unlock. I also disabled the swipe down thing so they can't change the focus mode from lost to something else. It'll also record the audio and the video from both front and back camera, and it'll send the phone's location to my sister and my partner. There's just like a lot there that will hopefully get me my phone back. The next one is one that was on TikTok that I saw. I didn't personally set this up yet, but somebody else did. So all of these shortcut automations I can link in the description. But basically, I'm just gonna read what the shortcut is. If you are being pulled over by a cop, you can just say, hey Siri, I'm being pulled over. So when Siri hears that, it'll automatically record your GPS location and text it to whoever you set to receive it. It will auto record the interaction of you talking to whoever pulls you over for up to 1 hour, and you can text the recording to somebody or save the recording somewhere else like Google Drive or something. Like there's a lot here, but it's just like for safety and like evidence and security purposes if you want to set that up. I'm sure if you're creative about it, there's so many things that you can automate that are unhinged or like super useful for you. Just think of whatever you do daily manually, and there's probably a way to automate it. Now, I will leave all the shortcuts I mentioned in the description below, including some screenshots from my automations app, so you can build the same thing on Android using Tasker if you want. And if you're interested in more life tracking stuff, I have more videos on the topic. You can sign up for my email list, you can sign up for my course, there's a free preview version, there's lots of cool stuff for you to explore, and I will see you in the next video.